Welcome to Tantallon, the final day of the Provincial Championships, Peewee AAA being played here all weekend long, and the semifinal now underway. Antigonish, the top-seeded team here through the round robin, taking on the TASA Ducks, the host team. And this puck into the Antigonish zone right off of the opening draw. Cameron McCaffrey with you, bringing you this one on TV1, powered by Bell Alliant, and excited for a great finish to this tournament. We've seen lots of great action throughout the course of this week here in Tantallon at the St. Margaret's Bay Arena, and it will culminate in a champion a little later this afternoon. That puck fired on from Milner, who hangs on to it. Less than a minute in here, 14:11 to play in the first period. That puck will be dumped out to neutral ice. Played across by Cormier. Gets it over for Peddle. That'll be taken away from the big forward for Antigonish and played up the wall, but Peddle will keep it in here at the line. Or at least he had appeared to. That one's blown down. 13:49 remaining in the first. This puck will be dumped in to the TASA zone. Quick shot there. Comes from high in the zone there from Stewart. And now lifted out by TASA, but not past the line as it's kept in by Jerling. And now Peddle tries to carry back the other way. He's going to have that poked away, and the Ducks lead the rush. Bailey Short all over the line. Chops it in as that one got lost in his skates. Puck played around the wall here in the Bulldog zone as TASA tried to get that puck towards the front of the net. It'll be cleared out now and regained by Phillips, who retreats here for the Ducks. Almost bobbled that one in a dangerous position. Now the Bulldogs head to the attack. Good pass there out of the corner. The Dogs creating some open ice here. That one rolls off the stick of McPherson. And Phillips back with it for TASA. Can't get that one out. It'll be the glove down, but it will roll just over that line as McKinnon made a play on it there, but fired back in, and again Phillips will try this time up the left side, or right side rather. And now picked up, fired just wide there. Riley Sampson trying to put one on net. Peddle has that one poked off his stick. The Ducks doing a good job of taking away space from Tyler Peddle. And now Peddle carrying across the line. Cuts to the middle. Peddle fires that one. And off the blocker there of Fleming. Getting the starting goal here for TASA. Peddle into the corner to try to dig that one out. It's going to be picked up now by the Ducks and carried ahead. Quinn Kennedy leads the rush. Over the line, Kennedy. Cutting wide, fires that one from a sharp angle right on, and a save by Milner. .11:27 remaining here in the first period. And face-off just to the right of Milner. That one fired on by Prince and held on to now by Jack Milner for the Antigonish Bulldogs. And 11:17 remaining here in the first period of play. Shots 1-1 on the score clock right now. Prince will fire that one in behind the net. And Kennedy chases it down for TASA, fired right on, and glove save there by Milner. A couple of shots on goal here by Quinn Kennedy for the TASA Ducks. As the Bulldogs change up. Another offensive zone opportunity here for TASA off the draw. LeDrew into taking it, this one for the Ducks. It's going to be controlled by the Bulldogs and lifted high out of the zone. All the way down the ice. It's going to be picked up here. Chasson wheels and throws that one out front. And it just rolls off the stick there. Good pinch by Stewart to knock that one away from Fuller. Or Skeffington, excuse me, who's away now. LeDrew. And just missing Kennedy in the back door there. A great pass across by LeDrew, who has been one of the guys driving the bus for TASA throughout this tournament. Peddle driving in here. Can't get a lane to the net. Ducks doing a great job of taking away space from Tyler Peddle right now as this one's played out to neutral ice. Put across there. Walker gets it over. Carried over the line now and backhanded just wide. That one's rushed up the ice by McKinnon. Bulldogs battling for it in the corner. Walker in there, tries to play it back. It's going to be poked around the defender at the line. Bell coming back and making a play on the attacking forward there. Good back check. Fired in by Reeves. That one takes a hop. Milner will just pad that one aside. Puck slid through the middle of the Bulldog zone. No one there to collect it until it's finally fired in by Walker. He'll head off for a change, and it's Grant in there to take this one away for the Bulldogs. 1-on-5, Tully Grant waiting for some reinforcements here. Grant still with this one. A little pressure there from the Ducks on a player with no backup, as Grant was allowed to wait for his teammates to complete that change. Now the Ducks will work it out, chipped up ahead, and chasing after it now. That's Rivera into the corner for TASA, who played around there by Fuller. And Rivera is going to be hauled down in the corner. Battle for it there. Quick shot from the flank by Rivera after it was knocked away from Baldwin. And a real good chance on goal there by Elijah Rivera. Jack Milner with the save. He's been solid in this one. Shot 6-2 in favor of TASA. Milner tracking that one, that puck well out there at the moment. That puck chipped in, but just creeped over the blue line before it was played. Offside the call. 8:44 to go in the first period. No score in this opening semifinal. The Antigonish Bulldogs with a big win over Acadia. An impressive showing in that one in their final round robin game to lock down the top seed in the first semifinal. Quick shot from the point, tipped just wide there. Kennedy was right in front, trying to track that one down. That puck rolls into the corner, and the Ducks in pursuit. Prince has it, played down into the corner, just out of the reach of Skeffington, and Kennedy's going to pick it up in the far corner. Kennedy hauled down there. No call forthcoming. Still battling, and finally chipped around the defender. It's Peddle away to the races. Gets tangled up with Prince, who goes down there, and then a bit of a blowout in the corner for Tyler Peddle, who lost an edge, and puck is cleared out by TASA. Prince dumping it in from the red line, and the Ducks get a change. Turnover here, and Shortall pounces on it, backhands it wide. Bulldogs carry ahead. This one will be passed up for a Chasson. Now Grant has it. Played back to Jerling. D-to-D pass. And now they'll try to work it again up that left wing board, but taken away by the Ducks. Carried over the line. Dropped back. Halliday makes a play on that one at the blue line. The Bulldogs will lift it out, though. And Stewart tries to work in on His man Halliday then hauled the feet out from underneath Halliday. It's going to be a penalty here for the Bulldogs as they touch up. So tripping the call. And it's Leighton Stewart getting his stick under the skates there of Eric Halliday, who draws the penalty and sends TASA to a big power play advantage here. Early on, a chance for them to strike. 6:59 remaining in the first period, and TASA will go to work, but it's the Bulldogs dumping that one down ice. Played with a high stick in the neutral zone, and will be whistled down. So 8 seconds tick away on this Bulldogs penalty. Stewart in the box, serving for Antigonish. As I mentioned, Bulldogs really a strong round robin, undefeated 4-0, beating Acadia in that matchup for first place in their final game yesterday. TASA needing a bit of help yesterday to get in. A 1-2-1 record is away up the wing. Quick shot there. Shortall is denied by Milner. Nice pad save. And TASA, they have a dangerous power play trying to set up now. Lots of weapons out there. LeDrew has it on the half wall. LeDrew looking for some space, chips it down low for Shortall. That one rolls away from him, and Shortall will pick it up. Try again. Back to the point for Phillips. Down to Shortall on the half wall. He's swapped with LeDrew, who has it now down in the corner. LeDrew whirls and gives it to Shortall. Tries to make a play on his man there, and nice move by Phillips to keep that one alive, walking in off of the blue line. Fires it just wide. Going to be picked up here and carried ahead by Tyler Peddle. He can build a head of steam pretty quickly. Peddle works all the way in, and that one rolls right in on goal. Fleming holds on to be safe. 58 seconds remaining in the power play. It'll be a face-off in the Ducks zone, so they will have to start from their own end. Ducks, as I mentioned, with a 1-2-1 record, 3 points in the round robin, and they were the first to complete their round robin. So in wait-and-see mode throughout the course of the day yesterday, and things broke well for them in the tie break, and they sneak in and grab that fourth spot. Always nerve-wracking when you're not in control of your own fate. Now it's TASA very much in control of their own fate at this moment in the semifinal. That shot just wide. 35 seconds remaining. A nice keep in there, but it does creep over the line as Day lunged to make a play on that puck. 25 seconds to go in the power play. The Ducks creating some nice opportunities, but unable to solve Milner so far. That will be played down low by Rivera. Fuller. Back to the point. Across for Day, who winds up, fires it right on. A glove save by Milner. And 3 seconds remaining on this man advantage for TASA. Great job on the PK by the Bulldogs. Antigonish coming into this tournament as the third seed and rattling off an undefeated record. Some great performances by the Bulldogs in this tournament. But TASA not to be trifled with, as that one is fired just wide. This Ducks team has been dangerous all tournament long and didn't get the bounces at times. Had to rely on that the blessings of others, I suppose you could say, yesterday to get into the semifinal. But as deserving as any team to be here, and it's given Antigonish plenty to handle right now. Peddle tries to drive that one towards the net, and it's going to be knocked away from him. And Tyler Peddle just being contained nicely right now by the TASA Ducks. Played up the wing. Tully Grant handles it, chips it around his man, and now Grant is away. Played it ahead. And on that one was Chasson. That one up ahead for Cormier. Cleared over the line. McPherson will rip that one right on, and Fleming tracks it easily, makes the glove save, and hangs on. 4:02 to go in the first period. 10-5 the shots in favor of the TASA Ducks, the visitors for this game officially, but of course the host team for this tournament, and a great contingent on hand here, not just for TASA, but for Antigonish as well. And this one will be a fun outing, I have no doubt. No score in the first period. Puck is deep in the TASA zone. Played back by Skeffington. And that one's just going to be wrapped off the boards and out. Almost springing LeDrew, but just out of the reach of his stick. Back into the neutral zone, and again, dumped in by Reeves. That one batted back up the ice by the Bulldogs, and it's picked up by Day. Fires that one up the right wing boards, and now turned over in the neutral zone. Rushed the other way with Stewart leading the attack for Antigonish. He's in there 1-on-4 as that one poked away. This one snapped around the wall. Skeffington on it, but the Bulldogs doing some good work pressuring in there, and it'll be picked up. Worked back to the point for Stewart. Chips it down the wall, but picked up now by LeDrew. Carried out by the TASA captain, and ahead for Kennedy now. Quinn Kennedy will snap that one. It's going to be deflected high and out of play. 2:54 to play in the first period. No score in the first. Shot attempt there by Quinn Kennedy, and wanted to say hello to Perry and Susan Kennedy, Quinn's grandparents, who are listening in from Campbellton, New Brunswick, and have been tuning in throughout the week. Hello, Perry and Susan. Hope you've been enjoying the action here. Great tournament for Quinn in this one. This one's in deep for Antigonish, attacking in the TASA zone. Wheeling back there is Brody McPherson, trying to find a lane, gets it back to Bree McPherson at the line. Back down for Brody. Takes a bump from behind, and that will be a penalty call. The official out at center ice flags that one down, and Jake Prince heads off for TASA. It's going to be a power play opportunity for the Bulldogs. So after they kill off a penalty of their own a little earlier in this frame, they now head to their first power play opportunity. Try to make something happen. Great to hear that the Kennedys are tuning in from Campbellton, and a big shout out to anyone else who's been listening along. I've had comments from lots of folks, parents, saying they've got relatives, whether it be from near or far, back home waiting to drive up for the weekend, or listening in Ontario or out west. And always great to hear that people are enjoying the broadcast, and maybe we'll try to get a few shout outs in today. So best way to do that, probably send me a tweet, as this is going to be a Bulldogs penalty here. That negates the power play just 24 seconds in. And we'll have a bit of 4-on-4 action here late in the first period, 2:05 on the clock. So as I said, trying to get some shout-outs in for folks listening, especially anyone listening from afar. Let me know where you're listening from, and maybe what player you're watching along with here today. And again, if you wanted to do that, best way, probably send me a tweet. That's at Cam McHackern, CAMMACEACHERN. And we'll try to get a few shout-outs in for the folks who have been listening along here as we roll through this final day of action at the Peewee AAA Provincials. That one right in front, and Phillips playing that one away from danger. Kelly Conrad pinching up the wall to keep it alive, but now it's a rush the other way. LeDrew carrying it in. Bulldogs back with numbers, and LeDrew just blowing a tire there, working in on his man. That was McKinnon quickly away to the races, and now turned over inside that TASA blue line. It's back up for LeDrew, who pulls up, looks for some help. LeDrew finding some ice, fires that one, and a glove save by Milner, who saw that all the way. Lots of traffic in front, but Milner sharp on that one. Flashing the leather with 68 seconds to go in the first period. Shots 11-5 right now in favor of TASA. Quick shot right on. Shortall just turned on that one and hammered it from point blank as that one popped out from the face-off circle. Shortall, he has been a dangerous scorer for TASA in this one, and on his one-time side, got a great shot off there. Good save by Milner. He's had an excellent first period here for the Bulldogs. They carry behind the goal off of that face-off. Dumped in once again. And fired back to the point. Day will pick it up. Hammers that one. That hits a body in front, and it'll be carried away now. Tully Grant with some room to skate. Chipping that one in. Takes a bump, but gets it deep. And played up the wall by the Ducks. Knocked back around in the far corner. An abbreviated power play here for TASA. For just another dozen seconds as we're into the final 15 seconds of the first period. No score. Ducks trying to get one more rush up the ice here before the buzzer sounds to end the first. Over the blue line now, the Ducks will fire that one, but it's off of the shin pad. Right out front, a great opportunity, and Jack Milner needs to make one or two more great saves to close out the first period. An excellent performance in the Bulldogs' goal by Jack Milner as they have been outshot here. Shots reading 13-5, but I think a couple of quick ones at that buzzer. Milner, solid, back there for the Dogs. Second period action. Getting underway here momentarily. Been a great week of action at the St. Margaret's Bay Center, and excellent fan support here as well. You'll hear the chants throughout the course of this one, I believe, and it's been a lot of fun throughout the course of this week. The folks here really enjoying the action, and for good reason. It's been a great tournament. Lots of talent on all sides, and been just a cleanly played and well-organized tournament here as well, and a big kudos to the volunteers, and I'm sure that's something I'll say a few times here today on the final day, but I can't say it early enough. The volunteers are what make this thing go round, and not just this tournament, but all season long for any minor hockey team. So we get set to drop the puck on period number 2. No score between Antigonish and TASA. So this is taking an extra moment here. Not sure what the holdup is. The officials headed off the ice to get something sorted out, so sure we will be back underway here momentarily. Antigonish, again, that 4-0 record in the round robin, coming in as the 3rd seed. TASA getting in as the host team, of course, so they slide into that 7th seed, the bottom seed in the tournament, and earned a big tie on day 1 against Bedford, and that was really a key moment there for TASA. Come away with a tie against the top-seeded team. And needed a little bit of help on the final day to punch their ticket, but here they are, and they've been controlling the play in this semifinal so far, but Jack Milner, the difference for the Bulldogs right now, as he has been stellar in goal. Bulldogs will be looking to generate a little bit more on the attack in this period. The officials still working something out here just off the ice. Well, it looks like they're sorting something out with, I don't know if it's a parent perhaps just off the ice, so not sure what the holdup is here, but we'll hopefully be ready to drop this puck momentarily. Semi-final action here at the St. Margaret's Bay Center. Bulldogs getting here through 4-0 record, as I mentioned, a 4-2 win in their first game over Chebucto. 2-0 over TASA in their meeting in the round robin. A shutout for Raya Stewart in goal, as we've gotten things sorted out here now, it would seem. Ready to go in the semi. Played back, and that one's going to be poked off the stick of Peddle. Working in now, backhand right on. Big save by Milner, but the puck is loose. And again, Milner scrambling to try to get back in position here, in possession of it. It's going to be played back by Kennedy, and now McPhee goes back down low. LeDrew looking in front, right on the doorstep. They dig away for it. Skeffington, Kennedy in there. Puck's loose, going to be backhanded out now, and down the ice by the Bulldogs. They relieve the pressure. Prince back to pick it up. He's got Peddle chasing him down, and good pressure by Antigonish on the forecheck. Cormier gets in there. Bulldogs will win this battle. Chasson tries to drop it back for Cormier. Chasson gets it again. And he picked up now by Prince, carried ahead, chipped off the wall, gets to the line, and now Prince on the second opportunity will get it down the ice. Chasson leaves it there. That one will be dropped off, and collision there just inside the blue line. Now it's LeDrew pouncing on that loose puck. And McKinnon coming back with that outstretched stick. Good defensive play there by McKinnon to take away that lane with the poke check. Shot fired in from the blue line. That one's just kicked aside easily by Fleming. Fanned on that clearing attempt there for TASA. Almost a chance for the Bulldogs, but now it does get out. They fire back in by Antigonish, who have been putting on the pressure here. TASA with that good first opening shift of the second period, but the Dogs with some good pushback here since, but now it's a rush the other way. Shortall carries it in over the line. Shortall handled there by Bree McPherson, and she had a great game yesterday against Acadia on the defensive side of the puck, doing some good work there on one of the more dangerous players for TASA, Shortall. Puck is deep in the zone. McPherson back to pick it up now before Antigonish behind the net. This one will be played ahead. McIsaac trying to spin off a check. McDermott will pick it up in the neutral zone and chip it back in. McPherson up the wall for McPherson. That's Bree to Brody. Brody has it now, carrying behind the net. Brody McPherson chips that one up the wall. It'll be taken away by McDermott, though. McPherson chips that one behind the net, just out of the reach of Pelly Conrad. Turned over there to Shortall. Has that one knocked off his stick, but picked up there by Reeves. Quick shot is off of a shin pad into the corner now. Back out to the slot. McDermott tries to get one off there. Again, it's deflected. McPherson tries to track it down. Antigonish getting hemmed in. Some tired legs out there right now, and finally it's going to be picked up. McPherson will just ice that one. As the Bulldogs will get a change in. 11:28 to play in the second period. No score in this semifinal. Shots 16-6 in favor of TASA. As the Ducks have been in control here. Good push by the Dogs at times in the second period, but TASA in control of the zone right now. Skeffington and LeDrew in the corner. LeDrew tries to take that one behind the net. It's going to be scooped up by Peddle, who carries it ahead. There will be poke check there. Tyler Peddle unable to clear the zone. Fired on goal, they score. The TASA Ducks strike first, and the home fans go wild. A great pass across by Captain Sam LeDrew. And the TASA Ducks, Ty Skeffington getting that goal as Peddle drives the net here, gets a good chance, and a great opportunity for Antigonish. Now almost a breakaway the other way for TASA. That one just out of the reach of Baldwin, but great opportunity for Peddle coming right back up the ice after the TASA Ducks get on the board. A great pass by Ledrew, who has been creating opportunities throughout this tournament for his team. Feeds Ty Skeffington, who fires that one home. A large goal for TASA, and they lead in the second period. That one will get out at the line. Nice play there to chip it out by Rivera. D-to-D pass, and now up to Fuller. Has that one poked away as McPherson closed that gap quickly. Puck fired down the ice and icing the call against TASA. 10:20 remaining in the second. Faceoff will come back into the Duck zone. A second period goal here. And Ty Skeffington gets the host TASA Ducks on the board. Quick shot there. That one may have been just tipped wide by Milner, and he had Shortall on the doorstep. Puck will be fired up the boards, and Shortall carries it over the line here for TASA. Fires that one off the base of the net. McDermott on it. Tries to establish the cycle, but good read. That one's going to be picked off by Peddle. Tries to dig it out there. Can't pick it up. It's going to be lifted up the ice, and that one just out of the reach of Peddle, who tried to knock it down. He's going to head off on the change. Carried behind the net now by TASA. Long bomb pass there, and a good read as it's picked off by McKinnon. Kelly Conrad back for it now. For Antigonish, reverses, and McKinnon will carry it up the ice, passed ahead. McIsaac couldn't get the control of that one in the neutral zone, and Kelly Conrad will go up the right side. Turnover there to Ledrew, and back to the attack. Quick shot there. A huge save by Jack Milner. He comes across with the pad, and what an opportunity there. Quinn Kennedy all ready to go. Just set up at that one-time side, waiting for the pass across, and he got it and got all of it. Great shot by Kennedy, but Milner has been stellar here for Antigonish, and that's his best save of the game. In deep for Ledrew, tries to throw it out front. It's going to be deflected into the far corner, and Skeffington's on it now for TASA. For Ledrew, fires that one. It's deflected on the way through and kicked aside there by Milner. Again, the Ducks first to the puck. Kennedy has it now. Quinn Kennedy finding some open ice, walking out and firing that one. Right in front, digging away at it, and Skeffington almost had his second on the doorstep. Chipped up the wall and kept in now. Ledrew turns and fires that one into the corner. Skeffington in there digging for it. McPherson will pick it up and try to carry it out here. Looking for a lane for the Bulldogs. Will chip that one up the wall. And again, a chance for McPherson. This time it will get out past McPhee onto the stick of Prince, who just backhands that one up the wall out to neutral ice. That one's just out of the reach of Fuller. And it's picked up and carried ahead now by McKinnon. Has some defenders on him quickly, and it's broken up as TASA carries it up the ice now. Brody McPherson unable to get free in the neutral zone. It'll be lifted down the ice for Peddle, who's back behind his net now. Tyler Peddle. That one given away in a dangerous position. Peddle has not been able to get it going here at all. That one fired just wide on the twirling shot. And that one chipped up ahead. McPherson tried to track it down. It'll be picked up and dumped in by the Bulldogs in the neutral zone as they get a change in. 7:08 remaining. 1-0 lead. The TASA Ducks ahead on the Antigonish Bulldogs in this semifinal. Phillips will chip this one in and give chase himself as the forwards are changing. So Phillips goes for a skate with it. He's going to drop that one off there. And that one's going to be poked away by the Bulldogs, but a big turnover right in the middle of the ice. Walking in, Baldwin with a big, quick backhander. Sorry, that was Rivera. Great save by Milner, who caught that one up high, and now it's a rush the other way. Chason walking in. Rips that one high over the net. Had Grant going to the front of the goal. And this one opening up a bit. Great pick by Stewart, who's tripped up in the neutral zone, trying to head off to the races there. And Leighton Stewart will draw a penalty. Great read in the neutral zone by Stewart to intercept that pass and quickly turned the tide the other way, and it forced a bit of a scramble there for TASA trying to get back into position. He's tripped up, and a power play opportunity now for Antigonish, trailing by 1 after that Kai Skeffington goal earlier in the second period, and now with the Dogs with a chance to get it back. Can't gain the zone there on that opportunity. Now they will. Walker is in. Chip that one over and broken up in the middle of the ice by TASA. Good hustle there by Walker to get to that puck and keep it alive. In deep for Peddle, who tries to drive it out front. And Tyler Peddle, a big body, relies on that frame and that speed. And the TASA Ducks identifying that. They have not given him any room to wind up, and when he has, they've gotten sticks and bodies on him quickly. So some frustration here, no doubt, for Tyler Peddle, who would like to break through offensively for Antigonish in a big game like this, but chances just have not been materializing for him. That one played across. Now Peddle has it. Fires that one right off the iron, and you talk about chances, that's a great one for Tyler Peddle. A simple shot on that one. He's been trying to drive it to the net, and great chance there on just a rip from around the face-off dot. That one played on goal, and a save by Fleming, who hangs on. Shots 21-11 in favor of Antigonish, and they are after the equalizer with the man advantage right now in the second period. 5:36 remaining in the frame, and a minute and 7 seconds on this power play. It's going to be dumped right down the ice by TASA. Puck rolling in on goal, and it's Milner out to play it. So chip that one up ahead, and Peddle will pick it up. Cuts towards the middle of the ice, and Peddle just having a hard time feeling this puck out there. Scramble for this one in the neutral zone. Peddle again has that one knocked off his stick. Still with it though. Peddle chips this one ahead. Great chance in front. Rebound is there. Pops up, and it's in the net. That one rolled off the top of the goal, and I don't know who got the final touch on it. It may have been a Bulldog. It may have been a Duck. It may have rolled in off of Fleming's back, but either way, it is in the net. The Antigonish Bulldogs tie this one up on a funny one, but a goal is a goal, and they will take it at this point. A power play marker for Antigonish. The officials still discussing this one, so not sure what the call will be. Bulldogs certainly celebrating, but the officials will signal the goal. And a second celebration ensues at center for the Bulldogs. They are fired up to get that one. They have pushed back nicely here in the second period and finally able to solve Fleming, even if it took a fortunate hop or two. So the Antigonish Bulldogs get one late. We'll see who gets credit for that one. It was a strange one, to be sure. And the officials discussing this one at the Ducks bench, explaining the decision, and now it appears that we are all set to go. This one fired ahead. And walking in with this one. Walker tried to play that one through. It took a hop and rolled in on goal. There it'll be held on to by Fleming. 4:47 to go in the second period. 1-1. Antigonish Bulldogs getting on the board here in the latter half of the second period, and tying this one up 1-1. Getting to work on the forecheck here as well. Stewart pinched up that wall and gets by him as Ledrew. There's an odd man rush the other way. Perhaps Ledrew will just drag that one to the middle and snap it right on goal. And Milner, I believe, got a blocker on that. This one will be chopped down as Day tried to fire it in, but Pelly Grant clears the zone for Antigonish. This one's going to be dumped in by the Bulldogs. They got a change in. Just over 4 minutes remaining here in the second period. And TASA trying to find a lane out of their zone right now. And unable to find one, turned over there. Cormier walking in, backhands it in on goal. It's loose in front. Finally, Fleming will pounce on it, but a tough turnover there by the Ducks. And a great pickoff by Luke Cormier, who grabbed that one in full flight and managed to weave right in from the blue line. A couple of good opportunities for the Dogs off that turnover. And the Dogs really coming to life here in the second period. Especially finding a bit of jump since that goal. Bree McPherson chips that one up the wall for the Dogs. Cormier has that one chipped past by Fuller. Thrown out front. That one took a hop off the side of the net a couple of times there by the Ducks. And now chipped off the wall and out by Chasson. Carried over the line. Chasson up the left wing, driving the net right in front there for Peddle. And that one is cleared away. Carried up now. And Fuller will backhand that one off of the boards. Played right out front by TASA. Puck was loose there for a moment in front. And Peddle will fire that one down the ice. Icing the call against the Bulldogs. 2:45 to play here in the second period. Shots are 25-17 in favor of the TASA Ducks at the moment. The Bulldogs have the latest goal. They have tied this at 1. Both of these teams looking for the advantage heading to the intermission. Shortall fires that one on. Pick save there by Milner. Played ahead onto the tape of Bell with a great pass across. And trying to spring McIsaac, or rather Walker. Tipped in front there. And Bell may have gotten a stick on that one. In the corner, Grant. Cross ice pass, finding McPherson just coming off the bench there. Great pass by Grant. Just rolled off the stick. Grant has it again. Left in the corner there for McPherson. And chipped up the wall. Walking it in, backhand right on, loose puck in front. Good opportunity there for McPherson, and now a snap comes from the point. Gerling puts it on. A rebound once again. The Bulldogs with some pressure here late in the second. 1:38 to go, and behind the net with it. That's going to be a penalty against the TASA Ducks. A tripping call. And McDermott not happy with that one, but some great work by McPherson, weaving and twisting down low below the goal line. And McDermott had position for a moment and then didn't, and it was McPherson getting all twisted up and going down, and right in front of the official to make that call every time. Winding up with a shot there. Stewart fired that one. It's deflected just wide. Peddle has it now on the half wall. Back to the point for McKinnon. Peddle fires it down low. Grant in front. Stewart was headed there, but that one hit the side of the net. Stewart's got it again low in that corner. Thrown in front and looking for Cormier on the doorstep. Almost connected with that one. Walking in, Peddle with a shot right on. Fleming makes the save. Tully Grant after it now for the Bulldogs. Fires it from below the goal line all the way back to the point. That shot comes in from the top of the zone. McKinnon. And here's Peddle right back on it. Fires that one on. A good shot by Peddle with traffic in front. And Fleming sees it all the way. Hangs on. 43.7 remaining in the second. And the Bulldogs have battled back in a big way on the shot clock. Shots just 26-23 now. The TASA Ducks having an advantage of 21-11. Not so long ago. Bulldogs really pressuring here of late. Stewart across. Dumped into the corner now. Stewart up the wall to keep it alive. With some room, Stewart throws it across, trying to find Peddle there in the back door, but the lane was open, just couldn't connect as it rolls all the way back out. Stewart chips ahead for Grant. Nice play. Grant back to Stewart. Has that one chipped off his stick, though, and Shortall tries to skate away with it. Nice job by McKinnon, though, to angle him off. And Peddle generates some speed through the neutral zone. Peddle firing that one right on, and a great shot just about at the buzzer. 0.3 remaining on the clock as that whistle sounds with Tyler Peddle cutting to the middle of the ice, and a couple of nice moves. He's dealt with a whole lot of poke checks and bumps off the puck in this one here this morning. But a great shot from a good scoring zone for Tyler Peddle there. As the buzzer sounds to end the second period, excuse me. The score 1-1 between the Antigonish Bulldogs and the TASA Ducks in this Peewee AAA Provincial Championship semifinal. A big third ahead. Understatement of the morning so far. Shots 26-24 in favor of TASA. The Bulldogs really putting a press on that front in that second period. And they'll look to keep it going into the third. We'll be back with that for you coming up in just a few minutes here from the St. Margaret's Bay Center in Upper Tantallon on TV1, brought to you by Bell Alliance. Welcome back to the St. Margaret's Bay Center. And we are underway, third period action here at the rink in Upper Tantallon, the Peewee AAA Provincial Championship. Day 4, the final day of action, semifinals. Right now, 1-1 the score in this one as Tyler Peddle fires that one over the net. It is a very brief power play to start this third, and now expired for Antigonish, so just that one chance, but so far, a great game in this one. As the Bulldogs really put the pressure on in that second period after first a TASA learns to control. Now Peddle's working in. Great rush by Peddle. Can't pull that one to the forehand. And no call on this one, it doesn't look like. So another nice rush there for Tyler Peddle, who maybe getting a little frustrated in this one. Certainly he's had plenty of time with that puck on his stick, and just a great tight checking effort from this TASA squad. I mentioned earlier in the game, I'm ready to do a few shout outs here. I know some people watching from far and wide, all over the place, really. Didn't quite realize how far and wide until a few moments ago, but we've got folks across Nova Scotia, as you might imagine. And the Antigonish Bulldogs here, a great contingent on hand and great support away, as well as the grandparents of Tully Grant. That's Bernie and Leo McDonald. They're watching along in Cape Breton, back in New Waterford. So hello to them. Backhanded up the wall by Stewart, but it's going to be kept in at the line there. Now it gets out. Day will lift that one in off the glass and deep into the Bulldog zone as the TASA Ducks go for a change. That one's fired in. And picked off at the line there, Bree McPherson. Great keep in to keep this one alive for the Dogs. And walking in now, that one's going to be chipped aside as Grant was bumped to the ice on that one. Walking in, and a great opportunity there. Nice moves in tight, but unable to get a shot off. That one rolls just wide. And Ganesh pressuring in the corner. McPherson battles for it for the Dogs. Grant is in there as well. And it's going to be chipped back by Rivera. Wrapped around the boards, but TASA a little careless with this one. They will chip this one out, but had a little bit of time to play with that and just threw it away instead. Now it's going to be turned over in the neutral zone. Picked up here by McKinnon and played up the ice. Now Peddle with a bit of room to skate. Tyler Peddle working in, tries to tuck it in and fires that one just wide. A great rush by Tyler Peddle and tries to drag that one to the forehand. Unable to bury that. Another great opportunity for the big Bulldogs forward. 11:54 remaining in the third. 1-1 the score. This one doesn't get out, kept in at the line there. And now moved ahead by the Bulldogs. Again, it's Peddle with speed, driving the net once again, trying that move. Loses the handle on it there, and just a weak shot as he had that one roll off his stick while driving the goal. Now right out front, Pelly Conrad, put it back to the point out of the corner. Bulldogs controlling right now. That one's just kept in at the line. And now a rush the other way. LeDrew leads it for TASA. Going to rip that one. It's off the blocker of Milner. A great save. And the TASA Ducks go to work now. These two teams trading blows in the third period. That shot is wide by Prince. Battle in front, that puck loose and bouncing all over the place. McLeod couldn't connect with it. Chipped out front there by TASA, and it'll be recovered by the Bulldogs. Skated ahead now. And in over the line, Kevin Walker with it. Walker shielding that puck, throws it right out front and almost found Grant, who was right on the doorstep. Turned over again by the Bulldogs. Great work there to force that one and played across. Another great opportunity at the side of the net. And this one will get all the way down the ice here. Not enough for an icing call, though. And Jerling comes back to make a play on it, wraps it around behind his net. And the Bulldogs will get it out to center. McDermott racing back, but engaged in a foot race. McDermott with good work to regain that one and move it up the ice, but almost a chance the other way for Tyler Peddle over the line. Now in the neutral zone, a pile of bodies and a chance for TASA walking in. It was Day pinching up onto the play and pouncing on that loose puck in the neutral zone. This one's going to be lifted over the glass and out of play. Great pace in the third period, as you would expect. Shots all even, 28-28 right now, and the scoreboard, that's even too, 1-1 with 9:37 to play in the third. I want to say another hello to the Yeomans family. I hope I said that right, and Nana, who are cheering on. Cameron Bell for the Antigonish Bulldogs. They're tuning in from Ottawa. So we're Canada-wide here, and looks like we've got some listeners south of the borders. That's tipped just wide right in front by Bell. Another pass to the slot. And great opportunity there. And that one looked like a trip perhaps by Peddle, but was uncalled. And now Rivera comes away with it. Great play. Stepping up to poke that one off the stick by McPherson. That one fired off the pad of Fleming as the Bulldogs try to put this one through with traffic. Winding up, McKinnon fires that one just wide. Chance at the side of the net as that one came off of the end boards. McKinnon can't keep that one in. It's going to get past him for Kennedy walking in one-on-one. Quinn Kennedy with speed fires that one just wide. And it gets all the way out to neutral ice. Kennedy will have to tag up. Another great chance for Kennedy, who was denied in that second period. And a great sliding save by Jack Milner, his best of the night, and he has had some dandies. The Bulldogs play it ahead. Tully Grant, cross-ice pass. Good vision there by Grant to spot McPherson streaking. Rolled off her stick and into the TASA zone now. Carried behind the net. Prince will pull up and look for a lane. Up the right wing boards. Prince gets it to Skeffington. The goal scorer for TASA turns it over. And almost a chance for Grant, but the Ducks get it right back. Unable to get it out, though. LeDrew is chasing that one down, and now Kennedy gets past Stewart there, and Kennedy gets all tangled up. That's going to be a penalty against the Bulldogs as Kennedy had a bit of a lane to the net. And I believe it was McIsaac coming back here and not in the best shape heading off. Looks to have gotten the worst of that one. So, tough break there for the Bulldogs as that play to prevent the Kennedy chance. Not only a penalty, but also appears to have injured the Dogs player, Alex McIsaac. So, we'll see, maybe it's just a Charlie horse, but McIsaac in some discomfort as he headed off to the box there. Bulldogs able to carry it ahead right away, though. Tyler Peddle streaking out, got some space. Tyler Peddle walking in on a breakaway. Tyler Peddle buries it. A huge goal. He finally breaks through. Chance after chance after chance in this game, and Tyler Peddle scores when it matters most. Halfway through the third period, the Antigonish Bulldogs have taken the lead. A short-handed goal. As the Bulldogs control that face-off, Tyler Peddle pushes it through and just builds that speed from the Dogs' blue line on. Still a power play opportunity now for TASA, but what a goal for the Antigonish Bulldogs. A lead and certainly a chance now for TASA to get it right back and tie this once again, but what a rush by Tyler Peddle, who has been pushing and trying to break through in this game, and frustrated by the tight checking of TASA, and finally gets some open ice. He's had a number of chances in alone on the goaltender, but none quite as clear as that one, and finally able to bury one at a huge moment for the Bulldogs in this semifinal. Puck along the wall. LeDrew digging for it. Phillips trying to keep it in there, but unable to do so. It is touched offside and whistled down. 58 seconds remaining in the power play. And as I mentioned, listeners in Cape Breton, listeners in Ottawa, we've got listeners in Arizona as well. Riley Sampson of the Bulldogs, his grandparents are watching along, I'm told, in Arizona. So hello to them, and hello to you wherever you're listening. And again, trying to do some shout-outs here on the final day. So if you want to send me a tweet, it's at Cam McCachern. That's CAMMACEACHERN. And love to know where you're watching from. TASA in control of this puck on the power play. Still 32 seconds to play with here. Quick pass ahead for Kennedy, who just leaves that one for Shortall. Tries to fire that one through. Blocked by Peddle. And back to the line. Phillips for LeDrew. Down low, Shortall. Out front, LeDrew. And that one just rolled by Sam LeDrew. He was all alone in that slot with a great opportunity to shoot that puck. And he can shoot that puck. Great opportunity, but instead it's TASA again trying to push it up the ice as this penalty expires. Prince has it, looking cross ice, and finds LeDrew, cuts to the middle, and takes a bump there from Stewart. Bulldogs will pick it up. That one's going to be played ahead, and diving play to break up that one as McPherson was almost off to the races. Phillips able to take that one back from McPherson, and now loops behind his net. Owen Phillips plays that up to the right wing. LeDrew, a long pass there, trying to find Kennedy, who's got some speed up the wing. Walking in, McDermott picks that one up just inside the blue line off the bench. Kept in there, great play by Day to keep that alive. Hammers it towards the net. It's deflected high and into the end boards. Carried now out by Shortall. Tries to throw that one down low as the Ducks has tried to establish some pressure here. Needing a goal. Hammered down the ice by the Bulldogs and played by Fleming. Left there for Day, who's back to pick it up for TASA. That puck played across by McKinnon. And chipped ahead there by Pelly Conrad. Now off to the races, walking in. Pass across for Peddle as Walker found his line mate. Great chance for Peddle there, and a big save by Cooper Fleming. Another chance as Chason gets that one, tries to get it through, but rolls in behind the net. They dig for it. Bound along the wall, this puck loose. We backhanded in there and unable to get that one deep. The Bulldogs try to chip it in, but they'll pick it up in the neutral zone. Pelly Conrad faking the shot. And a nice move around the defender, but just couldn't get free for the attempt on goal. Peddle knocks that one loose, almost drags that one back to the front of the net. Nice play there by Peddle down low. And some more time killed off the clock here by the Bulldogs. Just 3:16 remaining, and turned over now for Grant in the neutral zone. Carried ahead, Tully Grant. Played behind the net. Lined up and slapped in by Stewart. And the Bulldogs content to just make TASA continue to start from 200 feet. Grant puts that one into the zone. DDD pass. And Prince carries it head over the blue line now for TASA into the corner. Prince is on it. Jake Prince, mobile defender for this Ducks squad. 2:28 to play here in the third period. Shots 33-28 now in favor of the Antigonish Bulldogs. So that quick shot right on, but there have not been many of those shots for TASA in this one. You need to start getting some pucks on goal here in the late stages. 2:14 on the clock. We'll get a timeout here. The Ducks calling this one, and they'll try to draw up a game plan here with just a couple of minutes left on the clock, needing a goal. Tyler Peddle with the go-ahead marker, and he got that one short-handed in this third period. A great rush up ice is that excellent speed for a big man, able to get some separation, and with each stride he took, just pulling away more and more, and finally created a full-out breakaway with a few strides to go, and a great finish on the forehand by Tyler Peddle, and it gives the Antigonish Bulldogs a 2-1 lead here, the top seed in this tournament. They beat TASA 2-0 in the round robin and trailed 1-0 in the second period, but they have come back, and that Peddle shorthanded goal making the difference right now. Will it hold? Face-off in the Bulldog zone. Going to be dumped behind the net. And picked up here by the Dogs. Will be played ahead. Peddle with speed down the wing. Right around the defender again. Peddle with a great chance as he carries that one right through the crease. And Peddle still on it, trying to keep possession here for the Bulldogs. Had Grant down low. Cormier on it now for Antigonish. Back to the point. Stewart just fires that one down the wall. It's going to be tipped by Peddle, and Grant is on it in the corner. Dumped around the boards. Here's Tyler Peddle trying to pick it up for Antigonish. Knocked off that puck, and a long breakaway pass just out of the reach of Bailey Shortall. A dangerous scorer in his own right. And that could have been the equalizer for TASA if he had gotten free. He had a few strides on his man there, and Shortall stretching out just out of the reach. That puck's dumped around behind the net. Shortall will get to it first. Chips it up the wall, but unable to get it out. Phillips picks that shot attempt off, and again plays it behind the goal. Prince pulls up. He'll go D to D for Phillips. And again played up the wall just out of the reach of Ledrew. A minute 05 remaining. Again chipped up the ice and in deep by the Bulldogs. And they give chase as we are into the final minute. Jason and Bell in deep on the attack. That one is going to be fired wide. Pass ahead, picked off by Tyler Peddle here, walking in. Peddle with some nice moves. He'll chip that one in. What a goal! Tyler Peddle stays with it. Gets his own rebound and just slides that one past goaltender Fleming. And a heartbreaker for the TASA Ducks here, trying to mount a comeback in the final minute. And great pressure by the Bulldogs. Tough turnover picked off by Tyler Peddle. And it was a tough start to this one for the big scoring forward for Antigonish, as he was repeatedly frustrated by these TASA defenders, but coming through in the clutch. Tyler Peddle scores 2 in the third, and the Bulldogs up 3-1 with 30 seconds left. And it looks like they will be headed to the championship final later on this afternoon. Barring a desperation final few seconds here from TASA. That one's dumped down the ice. It'll be an icing call with just 12.6 remaining here. This puck coming all the way back down into the TASA zone. And a gritty effort by the Bulldogs here in the third period. The Ducks in control on the shot clock through the first and parts of the second, and then for the Dogs, a switch just seemed to flip at some point, and they have controlled that shot clock since. 35-29 the shots now for Antigonish. That is what they will finish at as the Bulldogs punch their ticket to the championship final at 2 o'clock this afternoon. The top-ranked team wins through, and they head into the final undefeated. Shots were 21-11 in that second period at one point for the TASA Ducks. Now 35-29 for Antigonish. So what a big effort in the second half of that game by the Bulldogs, as they had just an excellent showing. Tyler Peddle comes through huge with a pair of goals in the third, and the Bulldogs win 3-1. They will advance and await the winner of the next semifinal, and we will have that coming up for you in just a little bit here. 10:30, puck drop for that one. And I hope you'll join us for that one. And if this is the end of the tournament for you, thank you for joining. A fantastic effort, certainly, by these TASA Ducks, the host team. Nothing to be ashamed of in this one. They put up a heck of a fight right from the beginning. Managed to get into that final semifinal berth thanks to some help on the final day after a strong tournament, but ended up with just the 3 points, and a great effort from TASA in this one, no doubt about that. And gracious hosts certainly came in as a 7th seed and certainly played like one of the top 4 teams, and just didn't get the breaks in the second half of this game against the Antigonish Bulldogs. Tyler Peddle, the player of the game here, ended up with the hat trick. He did get credit for that funny first goal for the Bulldogs, and then of course 2 in the third. No doubt about who got those ones, and Peddle with the hat trick. A great performance for him. Player of the game for TASA, Cooper Fleming, again just facing a ton of action in the second half and holding the fort, but ultimately it was too much. The Antigonish Bulldogs will move on to face off for the provincial title at 2. Next up at 10:30, we have the 2 versus 3 matchup. So our other semifinal pits Acadia against Bedford. We'll have that one for you coming up very shortly on TV1, powered by Bell Wine. Thank you for listening in wherever you may be, Cape Breton, somewhere else across Canada, or even Arizona. Maybe we'll be international next game. Hope you'll join us for it at 10:30 right here on TV1 at the St. Margaret's Bay Center. The TASA Ducks salute their home fans as the host team heads off for the final time this season. 3-1 win for the Bulldogs from Upper Tantallon, Nova Scotia.